Welcome to this overview of the Second Step Early Learning Program, a comprehensive social-emotional learning approach for improved behaviour and improved learning. Positive Pieces Education is the Australian and New Zealand publisher of the Second Step program that is created by Committee for Children, a non-profit organisation based in Seattle in the United States, working globally to foster the safety and well-being of children through social-emotional learning and development. Second Step is used in over 1,000 schools across Australia and New Zealand. Second Step is a listed program with the Australian Government Department of Social Services, the New South Wales GODIT program, and the BU initiative. So let's take a quick look at the why of teaching SEL. We can't look at the why without first calling your attention to the think tank of all things SEL, CASEL, the Collaborative for Academic, Social and Emotional Learning. Based in the United States, their work is to advance the science of SEL and expand effective practices. Their CASEL guide highlights quality programs that fit CASEL standards, and the Second Step program is one of the programs that CASEL endorses. CASEL defines social emotional learning as an integral part of education and human development. SEL is the process through which all young people and adults acquire and apply the knowledge, skills, and attitudes to develop healthy identities, manage emotions and achieve personal and collective goals, feel and show empathy for others, establish and maintain supportive relationships, and make responsible and caring decisions. SEL advances educational equity and excellence through authentic school-family community partnerships to establish learning environments and experiences that feature trusting and collaborative relationships, rigorous and meaningful curriculum and instruction, and ongoing evaluation. SEL can help address various forms of inequity and empower young people and adults to co-create thriving schools and contribute to safe, healthy, and just communities. What are the SEL competencies? Educators, families, students, community organisations, and researchers around the world use the CASEL wheel to better describe what SEL looks like in practice. The 5 broad interrelated areas of competence are self-awareness, self-management, social awareness, relationship skills, and responsible decision-making. If you want to dig deeper into any of these competencies, CASEL has an interactive wheel with examples of each competency on their website. The framework takes a systemic approach that emphasizes the importance of establishing equitable learning environments and coordinating practices across 4 key settings: classroom, schools, homes, and communities. This wheel shows direct alignment between Second Step and the 5 core competencies of SEL as identified by CASEL, which we looked at earlier, represented here by the bold headings: self-management, self-awareness, social awareness, relationship skills, and responsible decision-making. Underneath each of the core competencies, you can see elements of and topics within the Second Step program that support the development of those competencies, such as brain builders, skills for learning, empathy, emotion management, and friendship skills and problem solving. The Second Step Early Learning Program aligns with each of the 5 learning outcomes in the Australian Early Years Learning Framework, and you can find an alignment document for this on our website on the Resources and Research page. Now let's take a closer look at the Second Step program. Second Step is a universal program, meaning that it is intended to be taught to all students and involve all staff members in an early learning setting. It is designed to increase school readiness and social success and decrease challenging behaviours by promoting self-regulation skills and social emotional competence. In a number of randomised control trials looking specifically at Second Step early learning, the program was found to show significant increases in executive function, which leads to school readiness. More about these trials can be found on our website on the Research and Resources page. The Second Step Early Learning curriculum is comprised of 28 weekly themes across 5 units with 5 to 7 minute daily activities. The units in Second Step Early Learning include skills for learning, empathy, emotion management, friendship skills and problem solving, and transitioning to school. We are so pleased that the Second Step Early Learning program now also includes additional research-based child protection resources to specifically teach our little learners personal safety skills. Each Second Step Early Learning kit includes a teaching materials notebook, unit and weekly theme cards, classroom posters, feelings cards, listening rules cards, and puppets. So let's now take a look at how you teach the program. The best place to get started is with the included staff training resources. The Second Step Early Learning Staff Training Toolkit is based on a just-in-time model, delivering information precisely when the learner needs it. Facilitators have unlimited and ongoing access to resources for both group and individual options for a kickoff meeting, check-in meetings, wrap-up meetings, and planning and tracking tools. Here is a sample unit card. As you can see, it includes everything you need to know about the unit, including goals of the unit and what children learn to achieve those goals, why this unit matters so that teachers have an understanding of the rationale and research behind the concepts being taught, weekly theme overviews highlighting the learning focus for each week within the unit, and a section on brain builders that emphasizes how children will work towards developing their executive function skills throughout the unit. On the reverse side of the unit card, there is a section that guides teachers in how to ensure children are using skills every day, including strategies for how to anticipate, reinforce, and reflect upon their use of skills. In addition, there is a section that outlines connections to the curriculum that includes ideas for how to incorporate this unit's concepts and skills into other areas of the curriculum. Here is a sample weekly theme card. As you can see, it includes everything you need to prepare for the week's activities. Planning notes and background information, as well as keywords, objectives, and ideas for how to reinforce skills. Then, on day 1, there is a puppet script. Day 2, a story and discussion. Day 3 and 4, skill practice activities. And day 5, reading a book. On the reverse side of the weekly theme card is a larger version of the photo that is used on day 2 for story and discussion that can be used to display to the children. With 5 to 7 minute activities that can easily fit into the classroom schedule, children get to practice and improve their skills every day. One of the ways in which the Second Step program aids in the development of good self-regulation skills is through the use of brain builders. Brain Builder games are designed specifically to target the executive function skills of working memory, impulse control, and focused attention. They are short, interactive games that teachers can play with students to encourage a growth mindset, the idea that our brains can get stronger and smarter with practice and effort. Each Brain Builder is designed to be played several times per week and can be adjusted to add challenge as student skills improve. As noted on the unit card earlier, the program includes prompts for teachers to encourage students to use their skills every day. The strategy for this is anticipate, reinforce, and reflect. Teachers are asked to have students think ahead about when they might use their skill in an activity, notice when students are using their skills and provide specific feedback, and have students think back and remember how and when they used their skills in an activity. Engaging families is a really important component of the Second Step program. This is achieved through family letters that are sent home to notify families of what students will be learning about in the program, as well as weekly HomeLink activities that guide the parents and caregivers through different ways of engaging with and reinforcing the concepts from the program at home. For early learning, the weekly HomeLinks are comprised of lesson time, playtime, and story time. In addition, families are given access to some resources online to help them further engage with the program content and support their child's social emotional learning at home. Now included in the program are the Second Step child protection lessons and resources. These consist of 5 additional weekly themes as follows: ways to stay safe, the always ask first rule, safe and unsafe touches, the touching rule, and practicing staying safe. Also included are additional resources to support staff and families. Thank you so much for tuning in to find out more about the evidence-based Second Step program for early learning. Please don't hesitate to reach out to us if you have any further questions or would like to discuss purchasing options for your centre.